All right, what's up, guys? Evanaldo here. Thanks for joining in. If you enjoy the content, please leave a thumbs up. I'm going to talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, and a little bit about the NASDAQ today as well. I want to give you guys an update. So, I'm going to talk about kind of the shorter term time frames just to fill you in what could happen short term first. Then we'll talk about more of the macro. So, the split RSIs that have been coming down on the 12-hour are now curving up just a little bit. VWAP curving up as well, right around the negative zero point 0.6 level right now. So, that's the first thing that would tell you that we might be able to come up a little bit more here. And it would make sense too, just based on all markets in general. I think this would be the fifth or sixth day the S&P 500 would be red. It's likely would have a green day, you know what I mean, at some point here. And green dot here in the 8-hour. And what I like too, 4-hour bullish div with split RSIs like this. So I did capitalize on a long, potential long here. Gave it a shot in the Discord if you guys are interested. Link in the description below. And more so with way more shorts than longs right now because I think it's not gonna go too far. I think what could happen is we could come up a little bit higher here, play around with 17K again, and we could draw like a local fib level to give us some ideas of where we could end up here. And right now we're hitting that area, so it could be the top here. It absolutely could be, or we could have another kind of way up, rally upward. I mean, it's still not out of the question to test your like 300 weekly moving average. We tend to test, big moving averages every so often. It's not out of the question to, come up just a little bit higher here and get away all the shorts. And it's an easy environment for that because trading volume I know has definitely been down. December in general is a month where less people trade, and this is at 18.1K. So this area is going to be huge as potential rejection if we get this high. And that would be fueled more by obviously the weekly bullish div right here that is printing. I mean, it is a rare bullish sign. Does not confirm in 3 days. I wouldn't give it much trust until it does confirm. But once it does, I think it's going to be a really good one of the big things that doesn't mean go all in degenerate with crypto, but good place to start DCAing in. Obviously, never financial advice, but that's just my opinion. And then, we look at the same thing in the 5-hour, like the 4-hour, the split RSI kind of curving up. When they're bearish and curving, it's opposite. When they're curving down, that's bearish. Down like this and curving up, that's bullish. It's on a shorter time frame though, so it means it's probably not going to be that long to be played out. You know what I mean? It's not going to go on for that long, but hourly as well, kind of curving up, maybe get into the green there. Once we get into the green, maybe something like this, come up a little bit higher here, the low 17s, then you start to come down. That's what I'm looking at right there. On the macro, what I want to show you right now is 12-day time frame. I mean, you got the bullish div. It's a rare sign. This is the first time I've ever really, probably, yeah, this would have been right there. But the last time that happened, that was, before that bull run. I don't think we're going to go into a bull run anytime soon, sadly. But, it's been a while since we've had this. You probably wouldn't, yeah, this would be a bullish div as well. So once we get in, it could potentially be a bottom. I don't know if we're going to go that, just straight up like that for a while, but it could be, once we get that confirmed in 6 days, really good DCA opportunity. Also, the other thing, I've talked about it a lot, the 2-week. Once we get into the red in this, it's about a 10-month period in this area DCA in. So I think that's going to be, a really good place to start DCAing in. This time could be different because we're kind of going into a recession right now. All the other issues with the market. It definitely would not surprise me at all if we come down to our 500 weekly moving average at 11K. There's still a lot of things up in the air right now. In terms of just average retail, investor people I talk to who are, don't follow it too much, they're really giving up, which doesn't mean that, they think crypto's dead, which that doesn't mean that we've hit the bottom, but it means probably within the next 3 to 6 months, could be the next 2 months is kind of my guess. Within the, by probably the end of January, you'll likely see somewhat of a bottom. This 2-day I don't like. This is more of the bearish case. Money flow generally coming down here, VWAP coming down as well. Once this crosses into the red, this could bring us down a lot, and that could bring us down. If you come into maybe January, February deep in the red here, that could be a potential bottom at any of these, spider lines down here, any of those places for a potential bottom. So that's what I'm looking at right there. Also, I kind of looked at it before, but you probably see it a little bit better on the, let's see, on the like 23-hour like this. See, these split RSIs are still curving down, so that would make me, generally think we're going to be in a downtrend with just some little jumps up here and there. Hopefully we could get a little bit higher here to, for some of the longs to do good. But yeah, that's Bitcoin. Let's move on to Ethereum right now. So I believe yeah, toying around with just a little bit of like spiral lines right here. We're approaching this one, which could be a big place where we may reject off of right now, and it's in the same obvious ballpark as kind of Bitcoin. I could see with this coming up. This green dot could bring us up to around 1270. Something of that nature before we kind of top out here. Like Bitcoin, always the possibility you could come up a bit higher here. My gut instinct, if you want my opinion, I don't think we're going to get that high. Like, I think you could get up to here, and this would be like 17.1, 17.2 for Bitcoin. Kind of my gut instinct, but who knows? A little bit tough to predict right now. Green dot in the 10 hour, I could see it bring us a little higher. Split RSI curving up in the 4 hour. It's all the same as Bitcoin here. And there's a good argument to make that you could absolutely come up to the spiral line. Let's see the hourly right here, about to come into the into the green, so that could be the catalyst up to this point, and I think there's a good shot of that. After that, though, just like Bitcoin, look at the VWAP curving downward, money flow coming out on the 2-day. It's considered probably a rare bearish sign. Usually a 2-day is pretty good with that, where if you have the money flow coming out, the VWAP coming down, usually it brings you down. That could bring you down a lot, man. That could bring you down to 530, even. I think you're going to bottom out somewhere, if you want my opinion, somewhere within the next 2 months or so between 600, probably best case scenario, worst case scenario around 3, around this area. That's what I kind of think, and that's going to be your big accumulation phase. Hopefully we get there and we stay sideways there into a lot of next year, and that'll be just a great DCA opportunity for obviously a potential let's see, if you get up to new all-time highs or even more, it's a nice potential 15x, maybe up to, if you get up to 12K, 25x, maybe even, who knows, but something of that nature seems really likely here. And I just wanted to show you a link a little bit. 3-day, so 3-day, blue triangle, split RSI curving down again. These normally bring you down. I think you're going to hit your technical target pretty soon, after this rally kind of is over, wherever we make it right now. And the altcoins have not been, at least Link has not been coming up as much with Bitcoin and Ethereum here. So it makes it more likely that alts will continue to bleed against Bitcoin and Ethereum, which I think they can absolutely probably until the summer, really. Probably until maybe even later than that, if it's like last time, but we'll see. So I think you could absolutely go down. I think this blood diamond could play out. And I think Link, you're going to end up, and this is a good long-term accumulation once we do get to these areas. I think you're going to end up probably best case scenario high 3s, probably on the low end like high 1s. That's going to be a big accumulation area, I think. And monthly did confirm a green dot. I feel like this could be one of the ones that rolls over. You get a red dot and then the next green dot here, the bullish div on the monthly, because you can't get any more bullish than a bullish div on a monthly, really. So that's what we're looking at. In terms of here, 2-day, money flow coming out, red dot, I think you generally should come down here. And just on the macro, of the NASDAQ in general, I think today we may have a green day. He may come up a little bit, but just looking at this 3-hour, split RSI, 3-day, split RSI curving down, I think there's a very good shot you're just going to make your way down to the next level downward. Split RSI in the daily. Nothing looks, too good here. The weekly VWAP is curving down. I'm going to look at the 6-day really quickly. 6-day Heiken's still red, so VWAP curving down. I feel like you got to come deep. You know what I mean? I feel like it's been a while since you've been deep in the red here, but I think in terms of the recession, you got to get deep. I feel like maybe not this deep, not like the .com bubble, but I feel like we're in for a rough awakening for some of this. So yeah, I mean the next big place probably after the next big leg down is going to be pre-pandemic numbers, basically, right? Pre-pandemic highs, so 10,000. So let's get ready for it. I think there's a good possibility. Anyway, guys, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. If you're new, check out my link to BITGET down below if you want to trade. Really good promo going on right now, only with my link down below. Please check out my Twitch down below. It's where I go live now, exclusively on Twitch. I'm going to be going live later today. Stop by if you want to ask me a question. Say you're from YouTube, I'll give you a shout out. And that should be about it. I do have a course if you guys are new to trading, want to learn how I do my technical analysis, how I interpret the charts, some of my strategies, risk management, trading psychology. Link in the description below. Discount code BEARMARKET20, 20% off. A lot of people have really liked it, so check that out. That should be everything for now, guys. Also, the exclusive Discord, some of my exclusive TA and trade calls. Link in the description below. Obviously not right 100% of the time. Nobody is. But we do pretty well in there for the most part. So check it out. Have a good one, guys. Goodbye.